time. This is about 5:50 p.m. in Nigeria using Nigerian time. I wanted to go home, but I was led to talk about this, just to quickly discuss this topic with whoever that is online or that will come online to meet this video. I want to just have a discussion with teenagers and and their parents on what I titled "Top Distractions Affecting Teenagers Today." So that's basically what we want to discuss. Top distractions. There are several things affecting teenagers today, so we just want to I will not be able to discuss all of them for the want of time, so I just want to highlight a few. However, we'll just mention all as much as I can remember, and then talk on a particular one this evening. Maybe we'll come back some other time again. This is 2025, so time have changed. A lot of things has happened. There is availability of internet. In fact, is a target to put internet to the underserved and the unserved of in every part of the nation world over. To internet penetration is one of the major goals. We can't say why did the internet come, or internet have come, or let there be war against internet. We all can attest to the importance of internet, the role it plays in our lives and everything that we do. Sometimes I begin to imagine what life would be without the internet. That's how it is now. So we can't talk less of the internet. Okay, but what we're looking at now is the usability. How is it affecting our teenagers in living their lives, in actualizing their goals, in how are they taking advantage of the availability of the internet, unlike the generation past that didn't have as much internet as. I grew up in the days of night browsing, in the days of buying tickets, to buying, being timed to use the internet. So you could go to a cyber cafe and buy internet time for 30 minutes, say 30 minutes or 1 hour, or if you want to spend more time to browse, and because of the volume of whether assignment or project or term paper or something like that, you have to go for what we call night browsing. It was called night browsing. You buy time, maybe say 10 p.m. till some 2 p.m. 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. or thereabout, to be able to cover a lot in the days of the Yahoo messengers, and several other things, in the days of To Go, in the days of them. So but these days we are now in the time of internet penetration to the underserved, to the unserved, and even to the urbanized areas. So we're happy for the development. However, we don't want to look at and say, how is it affecting our teenagers? Because I'm trying to, I hope I'm getting it. I'm trying to just lay the foundation. Again, we begin to say, why are teenagers having phone? Or why is it that people of some in basic schools, that's primary schools, are also having phones? Yes, because parents would leave the house these days, and in order to have communication line between your family and yourself, you will need to keep a phone. So most people insist that you must keep a phone that doesn't have internet facility. Then most say, okay, I will give phone that has internet facility to my children when they get to Welcome Online. We are discussing top distractions affecting teenagers these days as at today. So, and we are saying that the background is that there's availability of internet everywhere. We can't talk less of that. We are happy for the availability of the internet. What we're now looking at is how is it becoming a distraction to our teenagers? How is it becoming a distraction? So I'm not going to discuss gaming and all that, but I just want to talk about one thing: how things are being distracted these days, because this it is important we discuss it to know, is this phone, we need to give our children phones. I think the comment section is open. If you have any concern, you can drop it on the comment section. I will pick it up and then we'll talk about it. It can form also what we are going to discuss the next time on this same topic: distractions that our youths, distractions affecting our teenagers today. So we must give them phones that have internet facility to an extent, because they also need to do home funds. These days they call it home funds, assignments, projects, and several other things. So it is not bad for them to their phones to have internet facilities. That's my own line of thought anyway. However, we now need to look at what do they do with these phones. How do we regulate them? There are several products. There is Google facility that you connect, parents will connect and give them email address and monitor the phone, turn off several sites, and lock them out of some sites, and parental control measures and all that. However, there still needs to there's going to there's growth now, so you would expect your children to grow to independence. You can't stop that. So but what we're looking at now is, okay, as these teenagers are growing up, as they continue to use these phones, what are we going to, how are they going to manage? I'm specifically talking to the teenagers themselves. Maybe you can call your teen closer to this section to join, or you share with your teenager. Now, what I want to talk to you about teenager is that we all pass through the teen age. The only difference is that during our days, it wasn't internet and smartphones and all that. They were not available as much as they are now. But we're looking at you've heard your parents telling you that you're leaders of tomorrow. You've heard people singing that you're leaders of tomorrow. Everything, all the efforts your daddy and mommy is making is to see how you have a better life than they are currently having, or they had. All the investment in your school, in your academic, in your life, in everything, the payment for different training and programs, and what is it called, camp meetings, different retreats, and different carnivals, and the different programs, events, and activities from the school, outside school. All of that is just to see how you have a better life. So we're now saying you need to watch out for distractions. The very distraction I want to discuss today is relationship, and I will put it this way: unhealthy relationship. I noticed that people keep complaining, teenagers are always with their phones. What are they pressing? They're just on social media. I've studied a few teenagers around me, because I'm a children teacher, a trained children teacher by CEM, Children Evangelism Ministry. Yes, I'm a trained children teacher, children and teenagers teacher. Yes, I've been doing it since 2009 after my NYSC, my National Youth Service here in Nigeria. So what I'm saying is that from my study, I found out that what teenagers discuss on phone, what they do with their phone, is mostly relationship, and is affecting academic performance. Yes, is affecting academic performance. How did I know? I found out from one of the teenagers I interacted with. When you spend most of your time, the time you would have used to read your books, or to even plan or think, or just like be separated from distraction, you'll be planning on how you will talk to your boyfriend or to your girlfriend, how you're going to what he said to you. You mean you spoke that way to me? You mean you said that to me? You mean that so this unhealthy relationship is one of the top in my list, one of the highest in my list, that is from my findings, that is affecting teenagers of today, even young people as well. They enter into this relationship hoping that, I don't know, maybe that they're going to get married. I love him so much, I love her so much, we're going to, let's see how. But I'm sure I also made a few just checks by myself, looking around from my secondary school days to my university days. Hardly did I see, the percentage is like 1% of schoolmates that ended up marrying each other. I mean, the boy and the girl, maybe they were friends from secondary school to university and all that. At a point in time here in Nigeria, before the NYC time, the line is going to be drawn, because the man will be focused on trying to, balance himself to make money and be able to find his footing, rent a house and all that before talking of getting married. But the woman, the lady, as soon as she's done with secondary school and done with university, or even in second year or third year in university, she's off, into marriage, and that will be the end of the relationship. So my biggest challenge, my biggest words to you as a teenager is, what relationship are you into, and who are you into that relationship with? Why are you investing so much of your time into that relationship, thinking that, okay, I'm not against having friends, for sure. The world is there's nothing God will give you except through human being. Yes, whatever we are asking God for will come to us through humans. Okay, God will answer your prayer through your friend, for sure. Just a recommendation, just a mentioning of your name somewhere could land you that big job or contract, or different things you're asking for. But what I'm saying is that the at this age where you are now, your major priority should be, let me get my grades in order. Let me learn a skill. What skills can I acquire? How will I do to upgrade my results? I need to quickly pass. Let me tell you one thing I have seen, also I have observed. If you couldn't pass your senior secondary school certificate examination, what we call SSCE, while you are still in secondary school, that is in college, you may pass it thereafter, but it will take you longer time. Let me say it again. If any teenager that fails to pass all of his or her paper in secondary school while still in, like a student, may struggle to pass it after graduation, after leaving secondary school, because the stress is not going to be the same. Okay, so at this your age, at this stage you are now, old teenager that is listening to me or that will listen to me, I don't want you to invest so much in relationship the way you're doing it. You can't wake up in the night and what you're doing is to send SMS or to chat with your opposite sex friend, and continue to chat and spend hours chatting, hiding the phone. Even if you're not hiding the phone, you come out and spend time chatting and making calls, trying to make up. I'm sorry, the way I spoke with you, who was that guy I saw you with, and who was that lady I saw you with, the way you saw me in class today, you didn't respond to me, I asked you for this, the way you spoke to me, it's like you're seeing someone else, it's like you're not seeing someone else. When will I come to your house? Your parents this, your parents that, you did this, you did that, you see every day, you argue, you may think that you're actually enjoying yourself, but the distraction is too much for you. That is what I'm discussing today. Relationship is one of the biggest distractions. I don't want to make any comparison to say in our days, no, relationship has always existed. But what I'm saying is that as a teenager, who are even these teenagers, the people that their age is ending in teen, There are preteens, maybe depending on the growth, some from 10, 11, 12. Then you now enter the teen, which is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Then even 20 and 21 sometimes is also included. So what I'm saying is that you can do better. Okay, instead of investing your time and your energy in relationship at this your age, old teenager, I wish to redirect your attention to acquiring a skill. There are basic skills you can acquire from training centers all over. You could engage, you could acquire skill. You could go and register on at the end of every term. You try to learn how to cook food. Is a good skill both for both male and female. How to cook good food, how to cut your hair, or plait your hair. You can actually do how to plait hair or to cut hair. That's number two, right? Aside, these are just basic skills. It's not about him. Then we talked about cooking food. We talked about learning how to make confectionery like cake, chin chin, egg roll, donut. You could do those things. You could learn those things with your time. Okay, how to barb hair on, how to like haircut and plaiting hair also. Then you could also learn, get familiar with one computer program or the other. You could also learn any other skill that will fetch you money, something that you can actually learn and make money from it without necessarily buying equipment. I don't like those skills that when you want to acquire them, you have to, after acquiring the skills, you would then need like a huge amount of money to get the equipment. There are skills that when you acquire them, you can easily you can just, as you're just walking down the road, will just see and say, and you offer the skill and make your money out of it. All you need is just for the person to buy maybe the raw materials you use to execute your job. That's what I'm saying. But my major focus this afternoon, what I want to discuss with you, or what I'm discussing currently, is relationship. I need you to understand that hardly, I've seen that are just like one out of every 100 when secondary school mates or university mates ended up marrying each other. It is not popular. So instead of investing your time, your energy that you would have used to be reading your books and studying and researching to run relationships, I think you're being misdirected. Please. Okay, there's availability of internet. There is Google Gemini. There are different AI products that you can actually invest your time in and use them to write your homework and assignments and explore different careers, learn how to write CVs. You can even use it to do writing, paid services. You can use it to do different things that will earn you money through the AI. You can learn various applications. You can use it to explore further on the mathematics or the subject that your teachers are teaching you in the school. There are various free programs online that you can register and learn, acquire the skill and better yourself. But relationship is a huge distraction to the teenagers of these days. That's why most of you are not doing well in school currently, because you are spending so much of your time in relationship management, and you're not a human resource management, you're not a relationship manager. So instead of spending your time in managing relationship, some of you are engaged with 3-4 serious friendships. Let me call it serious friendships. 3 or 4 serious friendships. Only you. How do you want to do it? How do you want to do it? At the end, it will weigh you down. You have the effect is also will then result in emotional issues, emotional challenges. It will result in mood swings, instability of the mood, getting angry. Your temperament will be high. There will just be issues around mental concentration. Your parents are talking to you, you are worried about how I'm going to dress tomorrow, how you're going to dress tomorrow, so that he would like you, or so that she would like you, so that she will say you do this. The influence on you, he will tell you, I don't like the way your parents restrict you. I don't like, you need to do this, you need to do that. So it becomes a very big issue. Please, my major plea with you this evening is that it is good to have friends around, but it is also better to have less friends and give attention to your school, to your education. The only thing you have to do at this point now that you are is education. Education is the only thing that is faced before that is looking directly at your face. Your parents that have gone to their own school, or that they have grown and they are running their own business, and they are successful in it. So I know you would also want to be successful. Do not believe that language that school is scam. School cannot be scam, because even the technology you are using to claim that school is scam is also, is a fruit, abi, from education. Okay, even this YouTube is a fruit of education. All the social media platforms you are using to shout or to promote the hashtag that school is scam is also, all of them are all products of school. So the only thing that you have to do, you owe your parents now, is to concentrate on your academics and then do well. That's all. But if you don't do that, and there's age to it, once you pass, once you pass through this age, it will be difficult for you to come back and do what your age are no more doing. You may still do it, but it's not going to be as easy as now. It's not going to be as easy as now that you're within the age bracket. So as we bring this conversation to a close, my major interest is to see how you utilize your teenage and avoid the many distractions that is facing teenagers. I know that your case is different. Yes, or for sure. I know that you're not going to spend your time trying to manage one relationship or the other. It is good, but it's not the best that at this age, when you are faced with, instead of you to concentrate and focus on your academics, you are busy pursuing one relationship or the other, making effort, trying to see who you will please and who you will not please. It is a huge distraction. Please, I beg of you, and I know that you are listening, and I know that you're going to apply. So share this video to your friends who are teenagers. Tell them that Uncle Collins is pleading with them to understand that at this age, what they need is to concentrate and read their books. As a teenager, the only thing you owe yourself at this age, at this time of your life, is to sit down and read your books. Get your grades, not just reading to pass, but putting the books, like understanding what you're reading, understanding what you're studying, so that you just pass all your exams and then finish your university, and that will be it. Then whatever career path or whatever other things you want to do, we can talk about those ones. But majorly, my concern is that you should watch out for relationships. You should make efforts to manage relationship as much as you can. Give less attention to relationships. Yes, give less attention to relationship, because it drains people. Okay, it will drain you, it will run you down. I'm telling you from experience, it will run you down. Relationship you won't be able to manage relationship and still be schooling at the same time. As a teenager, all you need to do is to concentrate, give attention to your academics. You will do well. You're going to come out successfully by the time you give attention to your school, and you won't regret it for sure. So please, thank you for coming online. Thank you for listening. We're going to come back again this week also to discuss other distractions. I will go to the comment section and take your comments and your feedback to be able to form the conversation for the next meeting. While we wait for that next meeting, I want to wish you the very best that you're wishing yourself. And the summary of my presentation this evening is that the only key, the only way you have, the only shortcut or the only solution to achieving your goal or your dreams as a teenager is to give less attention to teens relationship issues and give a focus to your academics, so that you will pass, you will do well, and become more successful than your parents. That's all that you owe your parents. That's all that you owe yourself. Thank you so much, and God bless you. My regards to your parents. Make them proud. It's not even about them. Oh. I think this is even one thing that we have taught parents not to be. No, it's not about your parents. It's about you. I usually ask my children and other teenagers around me, I say, if I appear on television, maybe for an award or for a debate or for a competition or something, like like you have won, you have emerged as a winner, and you're going to appear on television for an award or something. Have you ever heard the presenter saying, first, we want to welcome they will not mention your parents' name. It is you that they will always mention. They won't say, no, we're not going to show this person live on television unless the parent comes around. No, it is you that is going to appear on that television. It is you that is going to receive the glory. It is you that the people are going to talk about. It is your name that is going to be published for in all the places, in all the hall of fames and all the places that your name is going to appear. So it is for your destiny's sake. We're not talking about for your parents' sake. No, don't see it as though if you're focused to your school or something, you're helping your parents. You're not helping your parents like directly. Yes, indirectly you are helping them, you're making them proud, but you are helping yourself. We're talking about your destiny here, your future here, your life, not my own life, not anybody's own. So if you become useful for yourself, you make yourself proud first, and then every other person will celebrate with you. Please, for the sake of your destiny, give less attention to teens relationship and give more attention to your future, and you will do well. Thank you. Till we'll meet again tomorrow. Yes, we'll meet again tomorrow and discuss another topic. Thank you and see you. Bye. My regards to your parents.